Dear Minister Liminski, dear Professor Kronberg, dear Volker, Excellencies, Ambassadors, distinguished guests, members of the armed forces, colleagues, friends, and members of the CASIS community or the CASIS family. It is a distinct honor and a great pleasure to welcome all of you on behalf of the Rectorate of the University of Bonn to the 9th International Security Forum held here at our university for the last time in this building, unfortunately, in the city of the United Nations and the federal city of Bonn. Even after nearly a decade, the International Security Forum Bonn continues to exemplify the vital role that academic institutions can play as trusted venues for strategic dialogue, convening scholars, policymakers, and diplomats and students to engage in thoughtful discussion on the most pressing issues of our time. As we turn to the program of this year's conference, one observation becomes immediately apparent. The International Security Forum Bonn has evolved into one of Germany's foremost academic platforms for the exchange of ideas on security policy. The themes on this year's agenda, European security fractures, transatlantic uncertainties, digital dependencies, and the strategic dimensions of outer space, reflect not only the turbulence of our era, but also the broad intellectual horizon that defines our university's approach to global affairs. As an institution deeply rooted in the humanities and social sciences, and as a university of excellence with a strong international outlook, we see it as part of our mission to provide space, both literal and intellectual space, for open, evidence-based dialogue on questions of security, strategy, and responsibility. As Vice Rector of International Affairs at our university, my responsibilities include engaging with critical voices on pressing issues and maintaining relationships with universities and institutions abroad, while at the same time focusing on domestic political conditions. Social and global crises have a direct impact on our daily work, as you know. Our goal is to take measures that advance us on the path to becoming an international university. A central component of this strategy is our principle of promoting successful international cooperation with partner universities around the world as far as possible, regardless of geopolitical developments, without neglecting the consequences that these developments have necessitated, such as, to give but one example, could name a lot, supporting refugee researchers from Ukraine, but also from Russia and Belarus as part of our Cologne-Bonn Academy in Exile, together with the University of Cologne, and CASIS is a major part of this project. This principle follows our conviction that successful international cooperation thrives on dialogue and exchange, and that academic partnerships can serve as bridges. Allow me first of all to thank, and we heard that, the organizers of this remarkable conference. The Center for Advanced Security, Strategic and Integration Studies, CASIS, I still love this acronym, has once again shown what academic excellence coupled with strategic foresight can achieve. Under the distinct leadership of its three directors, Professor Kronberg, Professor Hils, and Professor Schlie, and especially through the exceptional work of its management office team, Dr. Enrico Fels and his team were already mentioned, CASIS had succeeded in turning a bold idea into a vibrant international brand. Your tireless dedication, professionalism, and intellectual energy have made this event possible and have made the University of Bonn proud. Please allow me to express on behalf of the Rector and the whole Rectorate our sincere gratitude to the entire CASIS team. We also extend our deep appreciation to the patron of this year's International Security Forum, Mr. Liminski, and to Minister Beer, who has taken on the patronage of the Bonn Future Lab on strategic foresight. The engagement shows how closely academic innovation and public policy can and must cooperate in shaping the strategic capacity of our society. Security and strategy are not only questions of military balance or geopolitical design. They are also questions of human responsibility, of understanding complexity, and of preparing for futures that are uncertain but not unforeseeable. In that sense, the themes discussed here, from European strategic autonomy, digital sovereignty, to the Middle East and space resilience, speak directly to the but also transdisciplinary DNA of our university. At Bonn, we believe that sustainable security requires insights from political science, economics, law, technology, and last but not least, ethics alike. And we are particularly proud that this forum is complemented by a future lab that trains the leaders of the day after tomorrow, a model that perfectly reflects our commitment to internationalization and academic excellence with societal impact. Let me also express the university's gratitude to all partners, sponsors, and supporting institutions whose trust and collaboration make this annual forum possible. Your engagement ensures that knowledge does not remain confined within lecture halls, but informs real-world policy and decision-making. And of course, in this regard, also a warm thank to our distinguished keynote speakers, Ambassador Daniel Benjamin and Ms. Sarah Nani, member of the Parliament, for enriching this conference today with their perspectives and experience. Your insights remind us that even in times of disruption, dialogue remains the strongest foundation of security. Ladies and gentlemen, the world of 2025 challenges us to rethink what security means and who is responsible for safeguarding it. Universities, I believe, have a vital role to play in this endeavor, not as political actors, or maybe not in any cases, but as platforms of reflection, exchange, and foresight. They are places where we can test assumptions, challenge dogmas, and imagine new possibilities without fear, but with curiosity and courage. This is precisely what the International Security Forum Bonn stands for. It symbolizes what a university can offer to society: clarity in analysis, humility in judgment, and confidence in cooperation. On September 13th and October 1st, the review for the 2025 Excellence Initiative took place. It was a hard work for the whole university, and we were the first of all the universities to be reviewed. The topic of transfer has become significantly more relevant in this round of excellence. Actually, one of the 4 posters we presented was on transfer. For us, policy advising plays a major role in the era of transfer and has done so for many decades. Alongside other universities, institutions, I just named 2, I could name many, many more, such as BIG or IDOS, CASIS naturally plays a fundamental role in this. I would even say that we are one of the most important players in this area of transfer at our university. Let me therefore conclude with a simple message of pride and encouragement. The University of Bonn is proud to host this outstanding forum, proud of CASIS and its team, and proud of the vibrant network of partners and participants gathered here today and in the next days. Thank you all very much for accepting our invitation and actively participating in this conference with us. May the next 2 days be filled with inspiration, insight, and intellectual generosity, the very essence of international collaboration and academic excellence. And welcome again to us in Bonn. Thank you so much.